Hey!
Please stop this madness.
I'm gonna stop. Bro, I'm so cringe. I don't even know why you guys subscribe.
Listen.
Alright, so the new How to Train Your Dragon live action movie. We got toys for it, baby! The box, I know a lot of people don't care, but I'm just gonna point it out because it's pretty cool and I just noticed. The box design and the shape is the shape of the boat. And it's cut out in that way, and it's it's pretty cool. It's, you know, fun little thing for a box, for a toy. Very big set. Again, you can see all the dragons. And around the back, you can see the 2 exclusive figures, or at least the paint jobs for those figures. Or the outfits for those figures. All 4 of these are exclusive, I guess. Yeah, this is very exciting. I was very excited to see this because, dude, it's freaking dragons. Oh, what? Hold on. So you know how I was telling you, the boat, the design of the box is the boat. The inside is also the design of it, of the inside of the boat. Yo, that's like super creative. I like that. And here's all them out of the box. There's a lot to review. And just a quick disclaimer, I don't remember the names of all these dragons other than Sweet Tooth. Feel free to leave a comment down below telling me the names of all these dragons, and I will highlight that comment and pin it. Thank you. As the main interest for most people with this set is going to be the dragons, I'm going to review them first, starting with, of course, Sweet Tooth. Now, I gotta admit, I expected more articulation with these figures. They look like they articulated a little more in the package. However, for the price, you get a ton of stuff with this set. There's like enough here, and apparently this is an exclusive figure compared to the single release, and as far as I know, it's because of the paintings on the end of his tail. For the details in the sculpt, you got all the scales on the wings, on his legs, you got the harness going all the way down to the end of his tail. Actually pretty cool. Not much going on for paint. Obviously, he's all black. You do have the red at the end of the tail. The brown of his harness, the white logo is very cleanly applied. And then obviously his signature big green eyes. And his mouth is painted along with his teeth, which is nice. You could say his teeth look pretty sweet. As for articulation, his head is on a swivel. The wings are on ball joints, so they can fold down that far. Oh, damn. It's not broken, guys, relax. They can go up that high, so, you know, you can get some flying action, you know? You know? And because they're pinned in, you do also get a forward and back movement, which is nice. You can get some really accurate, you know, where he's diving. You know, he's getting ready to dive, goes back, dives down, like that. I play with my toys, alright? That's the stuff I think about. When he's going to take a nosedive, boom, the wings go back. You know, he can hide himself. You know, he's like getting shot at by bows and arrows or something. Boom, hides his face. I'm getting too sidetracked. I'm having fun with this stuff. As for the legs, they're just on swivels, so they go forward and back, no in and out, unfortunately. They are all sculpted in a different position and a different way to make it look like he's walking, which, yeah, I do kind of like. Look a little more dynamic when he's standing there. And there is no other articulation with the rest of the figure. Bendy tail would have been nice, but again, the price for the set, it's fine. And on to this little guy. Well, he's small compared to the other dragons, but he's still big. He's chunky. He's cool. He looks more like a dinosaur than a dragon. He's got these little wings on the top, but he kind of looks like a dinosaur. I mean, dragons look like, you know, dinosaurs kind of to begin with, but they fly. Yeah, he's kind of got the ankylosaurus tail going on back here. Looks pretty cool. I like how this guy looks. I was trying to speak, but like air just came out my mouth. Obviously, this guy has a little more paint as he's not just all black. So you kind of got the nice tan down here and the blue kind of fading in up top. Yeah, the eyes are painted very well. You got this one that has a white pupil on it, and then this one has a black pupil. Wow, both his eyes are different. I know there's a reason for that, obviously. But I like details like that. Side of the mouth, nice pink paint. Teeth are painted pretty well. Horns on the head, the cool harness with the fur could use a little more paint, but the sculpt is there. And yeah, this guy's a chunky little fellow, but I like the look of him a lot. And for his articulation, the head is also on a swivel. The harness luckily doesn't get in the way, nor does his horns. You got his 2 little tiny wings up here, little baby wings. Don't know how they lift his big self up, but they do apparently. So yeah, his little wings, again, just like with Sweet Tooth, they go forward and back. They can fold down to his sides pretty well, contour to his body, which I like, and they can go up that high, so of course you get the flying action. And all the legs are on swivels, no out or back, and they are sculpted in a pretty unique way. He kind of looks like he's running. See, he kind of looks like he's running. Like, you know, he's happy, like he's a puppy or a dog kind of running at you. That big old smile. Big old smile or a big old, like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat you face. Whichever way you want to take it, the legs are sculpted, like I said, like he's kind of running. Pretty unique. And next up is this one. Looks very cool. I'm saying that about all the dragons. They all look cool to me. They're all very unique and different, which I like a lot. Like this one, very cool. Very nice paint. A lot of paint too. Obviously to go with his design and his color scheme. Yeah, this looks really good. You can see all the little different paint details in his face. The eyes are painted very well. The kind of patterns around his eyes, again, applied very well. It looks really good. Again, you got the harness and the strap going around his head, also going around his horn, which I like that little detail. Spines on the back painted very nicely. The designs on the wings, very good looking and very cleanly applied. Again, it would have been nice if they were shaded and they kind of like blended in a little bit more, as it should kind of be a little more organic looking. It's cleanly applied, which is good. And the red, I don't know if that's like how, the red kind of looks like the tips of his wings are on fire or burning, which is cool. I know that's probably not what it is in the movie, it's just the colors. But yeah, it looks good. Would have been nice if the fins on the end of his tails were painted. Same thing with these, like the same color as these, but there's still a lot of paint on this guy regardless of that, and it looks good. As for his articulation, again, the head is on a swivel. Would have been nice if it could go up and down, with which, like most of these, it would have been nice, but you get a swivel there. Nothing in the mouth. It does look like the mouth can open and close. Once again, would have been nice, but it is what it is. The wings are on the pinned ball joints, so they can go all the way down like that. Can go up for the flapping action, of course, and then they can swivel up like he's pushing air at you. Like they're gonna flap their wings like this and push air to blow somebody back, and then they can kind of fold back a little bit. The sculpt makes it look not the nicest, and the legs are on swivels like the others, and it's kind of sculpted in a walking pose. Nothing in the tail, but yeah, this one, just like the other ones, looks really good to me. And then finally, for the dragons, you have this enormous dragon. Again, don't know its name, but this is probably my favorite one. I like them all, but this one is just, it looks like a beast. He's huge, spiky, red, kind of like a devil. And even though he's all red, not as vibrant as the blue one we just looked at, but he still has quite a bit of paint on him, given his size and, you know, great sculpt. I like the patterns, the ridges, the plates. The design for the dragon, I like a lot. It looks good. On the wings, very cleanly applied. Nice little kind of striped design. Tan on the bottom leading up to the red. The harness wrapped around all his horns. Ooh, that's neat looking. The brown's pretty good applied. I like that you can see the harnesses and that it's painted pretty clean on all the dragons. So you can see kind of how they wrap the harnesses up around the dragon's head. I like that. And then the face, which might be hard to see. Decent paint. The eyes are small but very well painted. The pink in the mouth, the teeth, it looks good. The horns, it all looks good. And for his articulation, the head is actually not on a swivel, or is it? No, it's not. It looks like it is, but that's just how they attach it. Oh man, it would have kind of been nice if they could have fit a swivel in there. Now the wings, since this is such a big dragon, he has to have like really big wings. So they're folded up like this, and they have two articulation points. You get the pin in the shoulders, but you also get the wings that fold out. Sculpt is still really good. I like how you can see his arm in the wing. I wish this pattern was kind of painted on here though. But yeah, both the wings fold out to give him a very wide wingspan. This is about a 2 foot wide, 1.5 foot, 2 foot wide wingspan. And again, like with the other dragons, the wings are on the pins, so they can go down very far, which I do like with this dragon, because he can have them all the way down like he's walking on the ground with his arms as well. They can't go up too far due to the sculpt on the top of his body, and you can obviously turn them to put them forward like that looks a little goofy. It looks a lot better if you kind of put them back like that. And then the legs, just like with the others, move forward and back, and they're sculpted in a walking pose. Ah, man, I just really like the design on the body and legs of this dragon. And then if you couldn't tell, the very, very long tail with kind of like a spiked mace at the end of it. And that's it for the dragons. So the last things in this set are the 3 human characters. And this is where the QC really shows. Now these are very small figures, so I can understand them being hard to paint and some QC happening a bit because of their size. And to be fair, they are painted very well for their size until you get up to their faces. Now the sculpt on these are good for the size. And the paint, again, is technically good. It's just the faces where they're kind of messed up. I mean, you can see all the buckles in the equipment on his outfit and all the wrinkles. It's very well done for this size. As for the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so you can kind of tilt side to side a bit, which I do like. Can go side to side. Can't really go down. Can go up a good enough amount. The shoulders are on ball joints, so they can go up that high, up, back, and around. Nothing in the elbows, which kind of sucks. Nothing in the wrist. Nothing in the torso. The legs do split, which is very good, and they split very well. They can kick up very high, kick back a decent amount. You get your swivel at the knees. You get a single bend, 90 degrees, which is good at the knees, and then nothing in the feet. So yeah, very basic articulation. I wish they could have at least done elbow joints. However, for this size, the articulation does work, and it works well enough for them to sit on their dragons, which is why they're included. Next up is this guy. Again, can't remember the names, I'm sorry. Sculpt. Honestly, great sculpt and good paint. I mean, you can see all the patterns and details in the armor. They're sculpted very well for the size. I'm going to say that a lot. And the face paint on this one actually isn't that bad. A little dry brushing would really bring out a lot of the details on like the leather. As for the articulation, again, ball joint in the head, side to side, turn, turn, not really down, up a decent amount, arms, up, back and around. Thing in the elbows, no wrist, no torso. You get the splits, get the kick forward, a little bit of a kick back, swivel in the knee, bend in the knee, and nothing in the foot. And then we get to this one, which that face. And I had like 6 of these at my Target. And all the faces on this one look like that. So, could have just been a bad batch, bad shipment. Beyond that, the sculpt, again, is really good. Paint, pretty good. There's not much going on with her outfit, but everything is pretty much cleanly applied other than the face. And yeah, head, ball joint, side to side. Turn, turn. Her hair is soft enough to kind of get out the way. She can actually look down more than the other 2. And she can look up also more than the other 2. Arms can go up, down, back and around. Nothing in the elbow, nothing in the wrist, nothing in the torso. Split, up, back, swivel knee, single bend, no ankle. As for size, I usually buy a lot of these figures for their scale. My scale, the 3.75 inch. And these stand at 3 inches. And here they are next to other toy lines you will probably collect. Mattel's Minecraft movie line, Steve. Spin Master DC, the same company that made these. Spin Master, Mattel's Hammond Collection, Haya, Joy Toy, Hasbro's Spider-Man from their 3 3/4 inch line, and Star Wars. And yeah, these do not really scale with these at all, technically. I know they made these smaller in order to fit on the dragons. In order to not make the dragons too big, they had to scale these down so they could fit and be kind of proportioned with the dragons to kind of keep price points down, because the toys at the end of the days are still for kids. Even with that being said, I still like these, and they still do technically scale with these figures. These are just going to be kids. I mean, scaling with Spider-Man, especially, these are a good height for just 3 kids. Let's see if I can get some of the dragons in here. And then to just try to get an all-in-one shot of all these figures and all the dragons together so you can get a better sense of the scale with all of them. Again, technically, the dragons are kind of small, at least compared to the other toy lines. However, dragons can be big, very big, or small. So honestly, at least for me, they still all do fit in for me. And they're freaking dragon toys. All these toy lines right here, all these different characters and universes, these dragons can be mixed in and can fit into. I mean, they're fantasy things at the end of the day, like most of these, so that's the great thing. The dragons can fit in, they're the movie designs, so they fit in better, and they're dragons at a nice cheap price. More things I do have to show. If you can see, on the inside of their legs, all the characters, they have these holes. You can see on the top of most of these dragons, they have the 2 peg holes. That's so you can plug them in like that. Super fun. I like that. That's why these are kind of made a little smaller, so they can mount the dragons and scale, for the most part, with them. And again, all 4 of the dragons do have harnesses, and they do have pegs to put the figures on. You only get 3 of the humans to go with the dragons. This last one doesn't have a rider, which kind of sucks. I wish they would have just threw in at least 1 more of these to have 4 riders and 4 dragons. Really fun. I like this. I like this kind of playability that you can actually put them on the dragons, as they should, because that's the whole freaking thing in the movie. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I like this a lot. And this is also why I don't mind these figures being smaller than they really should have been for the scale. And the last thing I want to do, because again, like I was saying, these are dragons, they're fantasy stuff. I bought them to kind of go with the rest of my collection in random universes if I want to. There is a perfect one to add, at least straight off the bat for scale, and that is King Ghidorah, because he's a dragon. I mean, he's an alien. Alright, an alien first and foremost. He's a dragon too. I mean, he's an alien dragon. Whatever. He's got wings, and he looks like a dragon, alright? This is Playmates King Ghidorah. Haven't reviewed it, but it's a great figure. It's only $10. It's an amazing figure for only $10. That's enough of that, though. All dragons, fantasy stuff. Ghidorah technically fits in very well with all these. Obviously, with Ghidorah, you gotta bring in your boy Godzilla. Again, fantasy stuff. You want some monsters for Godzilla to face off against, which is what I'm gonna do as well. He's got some new freaking big dragons that he can fight against. Then, of course, you can bring in King Kong. He's kind of big, so I'm gonna put him back there. Got some monsters for Kong to face off against. And then, why not? You got a Hammond Collection Jurassic Park Dinosaur. So yeah, this right here is what I like a lot. This is awesome. They're all monsters. All in all, this set's $50. You get 4 dragons, you get 3 minifigures, good sculpts, good paint, great variety, and you can fit these dragons in with any other toy line you collect. That's the fun part of this. That's why I like it. This video is 18 minutes long. There's no reason to really explain any further. If these figures look good to you like they do to me, buy them. If not, don't buy them. This set is exclusive to Target, and it's hitting shelves now. If I do see a listing online for these, I will leave a link in the description down below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.